Greetings, UCC school families. This is Sheba Martinez, and I'm the Instructional Technology and Innovation Specialist across our UCC schools. I'm going to be providing you with some tips for how to manage the Chromebooks given the present environment, knowing that our Chromebooks are not working well for virtual learning at this time. First and foremost, just so you know, we know that our Chromebooks are not working well in the virtual learning environment. They're especially not working well for video meetings within Google Meet, and a lot of students are getting kicked out repeatedly. Their devices are slowing down, and they're just not working well. We knew this was an issue in the spring when we launched virtual learning in March. And we quickly tried to find a way to make sure that we could get new and upgraded devices for all of our students. We ordered brand new devices for each and every one of our students in K-5 through 8th grade in May. But unfortunately, every other school across the country was doing the same thing. There has been a nationwide shortage of technology and Chromebooks in particular across the country, and our devices have been on back order and out of stock since June. Our order has been delayed from June to July to August to September, and now our new estimated delivery date is October. Now, we know this is going to be challenging for our families, knowing that we're not going to be able to put new devices in the hands of all of our families until that point. But in the meantime, we can find different ways to try to work around this and try to make our devices work a little better with a couple of suggestions. We ask that our families please be patient with our teachers, with our staff, and with their students. Take a deep breath and try again. We know it won't always be easy, but we are going to say that if you do have a personal device or access to a laptop or computer of your own, we suggest that you would use it instead of our school's Chromebooks. Our Chromebooks only have 2 gigabytes of memory or RAM, which means the devices do not work very effectively. As I said, if you have a personal computer or laptop, use it. It probably has quite a bit more storage capacity and memory on it and will work a lot better. Our number one suggestion if you're using a personal computer is use Google Chrome. Make sure you are logging into the Chrome browser with your school-issued email address and make sure that email address is synced. So if you look at the image on the right here, this is how you make sure you're logged into Google Chrome. You click on this circle on the upper right-hand corner of your Chrome browser screen, and you're going to click on this and then make sure you are signed in. You should see your school-issued email account, which either ends in @bgcsedu.org or at uccacostams.org, and make sure that sync is turned on. Once your Google account syncs to your browser, you'll see that you'll be able to log into all of our school digital learning platforms much more easily. You're going to be able to get into Zern and Google Classroom and every single one of your platforms without an issue. This also allows your teachers to communicate with you more easily and support you virtually from afar. Also, if you log into Chrome with your school-issued account fully, this means you're going to be able to bookmark sites. All of our settings will carry over. You'll have access to all of our school-issued extensions and programs and platforms. So make sure you're using Chrome and you are fully logged into the browser. I will show you how to do this in another tutorial. Also, parents, we ask that if you are able to, try to support your child at home. We know that it might be frustrating from day to day using Chromebooks if they're not working well and if they're kicking kids out of Meet. So here's a couple tips we have. Monitor your child when possible and provide them support when they need it. Ensure that they stay focused, but also remind them to take breaks. Not only do students need breaks away from their screens, our Chromebooks need breaks too. Make sure that students are turning off their device repeatedly throughout the day, especially before they have a video meet with Google Meet. Turning off your device resets the memory and allows it to work more effectively. We also suggest that all of our families download the Go Guardian Parent app and connect with their child. I've shared on Class Dojo a Google form to fill out if you would like to launch your Go Guardian Parent application. It's very simple. You just need an email address, and then I will connect you with your child so you can see all of their browsing history and access everything that they've looked at within their Google account or within their Chromebook. This is a helpful tool for our families to make sure their children are staying on task, and it's free to all of our families. If you need some help getting this set up, feel free to reach out to myself. Another important reminder is turn off your device throughout the day. Do not let your device run endlessly throughout the day and from day to day. Shut down and restart before every video meeting. This does not mean close your Chromebook screen. This means sign out completely and power off your device using the power button. Make sure you're doing this before every single video meeting, and make sure you're doing this every single night when you're done using your device. Turning off your device regularly will help it work much more effectively and efficiently and help it process just a little bit faster. Also, please make sure you're closing any unneeded tabs or windows. You should never have more than a single window open if you are in a Google Meet video conference. Video conferencing eats up the majority of the memory of your device, and so make sure you're closing all unnecessary windows and tabs. If possible, the only window or tab you should have open is for your Google Meet, and everything else should get closed. Another suggestion we have is to clear all your downloads. You can easily view all your downloaded files and folders by opening up your Google Chrome browser, clicking on the 3 stacked dots in the upper right-hand corner, and selecting Downloads. You can quickly and easily clear all of them or delete those files from there. We also suggest you clear the cache and the cookies of your browsing data. You can access this through the Settings menu, which I'll show you how to do in another video. You can clear your download history, your cookies, and your cached images, and clearing all of this data will help your browser to run quite a bit more quickly. We also suggest you restore your Chrome browser to the original default settings. To do this, you're going to click on the 3 stacked dots in the upper right-hand corner of your browser, select Settings, scroll all the way down to Advanced Settings, select Advanced Settings, scroll all the way down to where it says Restore Settings to their original default. Also, delete any files, photos, or videos you have on the device. To do this, you're going to open the launcher on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, click the circle, launch this menu, and select Files. When you open the Files menu, you're going to get a menu that looks like this. Here, you're going to be able to see any photos or videos or downloads that have been saved locally on your device. We found that a lot of students will use that camera to take selfies or videos or other silly camera images, and these eat up their device and make it work quite a bit more slowly. So please take a look in this folder and delete any unneeded images, videos, or files so they're not eating up your device memory. If you are in a Google Meet with your teacher, do not use Grid View. Grid View allows you to see all the faces of the other students in your class all at once, but the problem with this view is you're streaming multiple videos at the same time, which is going to eat up all of your device memory and make it work much slower, and you are more likely to get kicked out of your meeting. So take a look for that grid icon in your meeting and make sure there's a slash through it. This tells us that Grid View is not activated. Also go into your layout settings and make sure you are using Spotlight View, not tiled view. So you should not see a screen like on the left. You shouldn't see multiple photos and multiple images of the people in your meeting if you're on a Chromebook. Select Spotlight View, and this will only show you who's speaking at any given time. We also suggest you adjust the video settings in your Google Meet. To do this, click on the 3 stacked dots on the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and then click Settings. Within the video section of the settings menu, make sure you lower the resolution to 360p. If you are still having issues with getting kicked out of a meeting, lower this again to only 1 video at a time. And if that's still problematic, lower it to audio only. We understand it's challenging to only listen into a meeting and not be able to see anything, but it's better than nothing at all if your device is having challenges. Now, this is only when absolutely necessary. If your device is perpetually having trouble and you are getting kicked out of meetings, you may have to consider turning off your camera. Now, please know this. We ask for each and every one of our students to have their cameras activated anytime they're in a video meeting. This ensures that our teachers know you are engaged and paying attention, and it's an accountability measure to make sure you are actively engaged and participating in our virtual instruction. If you have to turn off your camera because you cannot stay in a video meeting and you're having trouble staying connected, tell your teacher about this, inform them in advance, and ask their permission. Then they're going to pass your name along to me so I can see if I can reset your device or switch out your device for something different. But please do not turn off your camera unless you have informed your teacher of this in advance. We expect that all of our students will have their cameras on anytime they are in a Google Meet live video session with their teacher. This is important to ensure you are engaged and on task. When our Chromebooks arrive, hopefully sooner than later, we will invite all of our students and families to come into school to exchange their device for a new one. In order to upgrade your device to a new device, we'll ask you to pay our yearly technology fee. This is not only a fee for the Chromebooks, this covers all of our technology platforms that we've been utilizing to sustain virtual learning. For our students at Bruce Guadalupe, this fee is $50 a year. For our students at UCC Acosta, this cost is $75 a year. The reason for the difference is our students at Bruce Guadalupe will pay this each year from K-5 through 8th grade. Our students at UCC Acosta only pay this from 6th grade to 8th grade. That's only 3 years. Also know that by paying this fee, it entitles you to keep your device at graduation so that you'll be launched into your high school career with a device. Our students at Bruce Guadalupe that are paying this fee from K-5 through 8th grade, we will cover some of your repairs and a replacement device if needed, if it's deemed necessary during those 9 years of your education at Bruce Guadalupe. We ask that all of our students from K-5 through 8th grade pay this cost, even if they're not using a school-issued Chromebook. This is because this cost covers access to our Google platforms, including email, Google Classroom, all of our Google logins. This includes the cost of all of the various digital learning programs we're using, like Zern, Alex, Lexia, ScootPad, Happy Numbers. We have endless digital programs and curriculums that we offer all of our students across our schools, and we're asking our families to help share in some of this cost. If you have additional questions or need additional help, first contact your child's primary teacher because they're going to be the best point of contact. If you need additional support with your Chromebooks or tech platforms, you can also reach out to me at smartinez@bgcsedu.org or through Class Dojo. Also, thank you to all of our families, our staff, and our students for your patience and understanding. We know this is a very challenging situation. We know our Chromebooks are not working well, and it's been very frustrating for all of us. We appreciate you being patient and understanding that we're working very hard to resolve the situation, but unfortunately, there's a lot of factors outside of our control that are preventing us from putting new devices in our students' hands. The devices we've ordered are on back order and are not available yet, but as soon as they become available, we'll make sure to distribute them to families to help resolve this issue. Thank you for your patience, and we encourage you to watch the second video I'll share, which will have a walkthrough of how to make some of these adjustments to your Chromebook to help it work better. Thank you very much.